I'm Kevin Lee, and let's queer up the USA view. Hegseth faces backlash over military promotions and biases. Criticisms is intensifying after Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth intervened in a routine military promotion process, removing 4 officers from a list that was recommended from promotion to 1-star general. The decision, first reported by the New York Times, has raised concerns among former military officials and advocates who warn that it could undermine a system designed to reward merit and performance. Senior Army leader told the Times that they supported the original candidates and resisted efforts to alter the list. The officers were qualified and the process is intended to remain free from outside influence. Retired Space Force Colonel Bree Fram, now running for Congress in Virginia, called the move, quote, another outrageous abuse of power, end quote. According to the Times, the 4 removed officers include 2 women and 2 black men. However, Pentagon spokesperson Sean Parnell has disputed the report, telling The Hill that it is, quote, full of fake news from anonymous sources who have no idea what they're talking about and are far removed from actual decision makers within the Pentagon, end quote. You know, this, again, smoke and mirrors deflection. This is, in my opinion, white privilege once again reigns supreme. And the Pentagon has an infection, and I think they need a shot of penicillin. It's a little bit bizarre to me. I don't know what else I have to say about it.
I don't know.
It's just bizarre.
I think that you summed that up. The reality is that Hegseth is a racist piece of POS. And like, what is scary is that they don't even try to hide this stuff anymore, right?
No
it's just like, hold on, let's go down this list. 2 girls, get those bitches out of here. All right. Oh, they're black, get them out of here. You know what I mean?
Right, they have no comeback. They couldn't say, well, we've just promoted 12 black women and 12, but they can't say it. They don't have it.
Well, they have this government sense of power, and so they don't feel the need to explain anything. So that's why they're being very dismissive with this. And it's a shame for our country. And we have 3 more years to put up with this mess, and then we have to clean up the mess. And hopefully by then, in 3 or 4 or 5 years, we can have a lot more people of color, women, men, people, people of different transgender, presence in different political positions, and I'm living for it.
You know, we were talking before the show about how there's something about folks in the armed forces. There's something about how they're built. It's something about how they're trained to love this country more than the country loves them, you know, and there's something just so incredible about that. I have close friends who are ex-military, and to this day, you can't tell them something negative about.
They're so devoted.
They're so devoted, you know, and it gets worse and worse. So to those folks out there that are still representing our community, I mean, you know, we're everywhere. There's gay people in the military, big surprise. You know what I mean?
In high positions.
You know, I know a beautiful transgender woman that was let go from the military after like 10 years of service, you know. That was her life. That was her life, and now she's had to reinvent herself and do something different. You know, so it's sad that folks still want to fight, you know, for this country so much. I mean, we're at war right now. You know, folks are being deployed now that, like, you know, years ago would be at a cushy desk job. You know, things are serious right now. Things are scary right now. Yet folks still want to go and lay down their life for this country, and I'm always blown away by that.
I bless them for doing that. You know,
and most government workers are nonpartisan. You know, in the judiciary and the DOJ, they've always traditionally been nonpartisan. They do what's right for the American people, for the government, for our continuity. They're not, it doesn't matter who's in office, they still do what is the right thing. The same thing with the military. They follow because they want to protect our country from, you know, foreign invaders, but we're creating foreign invaders that don't necessarily exist right now.
Sure.
You know, going after Iran and stuff. But, you know, I don't want to lose sight of this topic of those that are being discriminated against, but it's a bigger problem.
Oh, yeah. Well, there is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.